I'm glad you showed up because you're in for a treat. Today, I'm going to do something that has never been done on YouTube, to my knowledge. I don't think so. Prove me wrong, prove me wrong. But today, we are turning a short bed into a long bed. Yeah, you heard me right. Not a long bed into a short bed, but a short bed into a long bed. I've seen plenty of videos where they take long beds, make them short bed, been done 1,000 times. But anyhow, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. That's all you get to see, so stay tuned and be prepared to be amazed. All right, hours upon hours work, but I've got it right where I want it. I've got my main support beam in, screwed. I got my hose drilled there. When I want to come back and weld it, I'll be ready. All the way over here, hose drilled. On the outside, I put 3 screws. I'll drill them out. I'll take them out, drill hose, and plug weld, boop, boop, boop. On the other side, boop, boop, boop. I got the floor in, screwed into place. That floor will make this thing square because it is square. So when I screw everything to it, it should be pretty square. I got screws in it. I got my hole drilled for my welds when I get ready to weld it in. I have moved, put an arch in these support panels, I guess we'll call them. Put an arch in them so my frame can go through there. I have done a few things and I've got me a plan. I put me a brace on here to keep this top because I got to take this whole back section. I got to cut it right there all the way across on both sides and take this whole back section out. I didn't want it flopping back and forth, so that's going to hold it in place till I get the rear section on it. And to get the rear section on it, I got to cut the frame. I'm gonna cut it. See this little dog leg here? I'm gonna cut that dog leg off, and I'm gonna cut, there's the rivet. I set my level, just bumping up against it. I'm gonna put my line on this side, and I'm gonna cut that frame right there. And that should go just right behind it and clear it barely, because it's gonna have to clear it because it's gotta go down low enough for me to keep the tailgate. Once I get started on it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to explain unless you're looking at it. You only had one weld holding all the way across there. Well, that's good for me. Woo! That's one side down. Now I gotta do the other. I have saved you the agony of watching me trim all this stuff up. Cut the floor pan out of that one. Grind it all back, clean it all up. Cut the lip off of here. Get all that ready. I'm gonna butt it up and see what happens. I'm sure it's gonna take me 6 times before I get it fitting just right. but let's go. To get to the 6th time, you got to start on the 1st time. That's not bad for the first fit. Well, we'll tighten it up a little bit. The frame. Just missing. Can you see that? I am just missing that frame. It should be pretty flat with that angle iron clamped on top. But over here, I'm touching just a little. And over here, I got about that much of a gap between the frame and this panel. Them gaps are exactly the same now. About that much off the frame. That's a lot. About a 1/4 inch. I don't know why, and I'll probably regret it, but my plan, I'm gonna mark this, cut it, butt weld this right here. I'm gonna cut it back just a little bit on this, and I'm gonna take that crimper and put me a crimping dent in it. I'm gonna let that overhang. That puts a little crease in it, then my other metal will fit flat up against it and that crease. Give me a flat area to weld to. Hopefully this will be the last time. I doubt it, but hopefully. All we do is hope. Send up a little prayer. Oh. Already got to do some trimming. Up there. Alright, try it again. I got it looking pretty good. I'm just gonna have to tack one spot, tweak it, tack another, go over, push this down, tack, pull that up, tack, 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 till I get it all lined up. But it's looking pretty good. I have done some tacking on this joker. Let's take a look, see. I've tacked pretty well across there, down that on both sides, across there. Got the outside tacked on both sides, tacked. Yeah, and here on this cross beam, I even put a little weld there and a weld down there and a weld over there. So that should stiffen it up. Where it is probably where it's going to be. If it's a little torqued, it might just be a little torqued. I got to finish the floor pan. Got to take it from there all the way over and then drop it down 3 inches right here. See my difference? Got to bring it over, drop it down. I've got the floor pan out of the other one. So what I got to do, there's a brace that runs right across here. I'm going to cut it right in the center of that brace, and then I'm going to cut the other one and butt it up to it. That way that brace will be under the bottom, holding them both level, or I can screw to it and hold them level. And then when I weld, you won't even be able to see my weld if you look from the bottom, because it'll be right in the center of that brace going across. Bam! All right, that one's ready to accept the rear extension. I have ground, tweak, ground, tweak till I got it fitting tight as a glove. And I'm gonna let you watch me knock it in the hole. Nothing feels better than when it fits tight and perfect. That makes all the grinding and tweaking and pulling it off and on worthwhile. Oh, oh yeah. All right, as you can see, it's dark outside. I worked another late one, but look at here. I got my cross braces welded in. This is dirty as shit here. I got that all ground off, looking good. Only thing is, I got my floor pan fitting good. I was gonna weld it in. I was thinking, no, I gotta put me some kind of body mount from the frame to this somehow. Come up with some kind of idea. It'd be a lot easier doing it without the floor in it. So I'm gonna wait before I weld that floor in. All right, that's pretty much a done deal. I got to do a lot of welding, so I took it back off the Jeep and put it on the lift so I could raise it up and weld up all from the bottom. But anyhow, I think that's going to wrap this one up. It's been long, it's been rough, little fun, not too much fun. But anyhow, come back and see me, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or don't, I don't give a shit.